Welcome back to your daily basketball recap. My name is Levi Jacob. This is a Saturday night catch-up. We lost the last 2 days to conflicting schedules and very, very busy lives. Fortunately, I have the time now. So we're going to go over everything. Over the past 2 days, we're going to go through it quickly. Obviously 3 days, because there's a lot to cover. But yeah, I want to keep you guys updated. I'm sure that you've seen a lot of the news regardless, but I want to keep you guys updated because, just in case you weren't, this is a good way to do it. To start off with on Wednesday. Remember, this is Wednesday morning, or I guess the game's from Wednesday night, rather. The Chicago Bulls lose to the Indiana Pacers. Pacers are 113 versus the Chicago Bulls 110. Aaron Nesmith had a go-ahead layup and a game-saving block to have the Pacers go up 3 versus the Bulls. The Bulls are a little bit off and on these days. They've returned to the last season, end of season form a little bit. Getting Josh Giddey back, of course, really, really helps them a lot. And Jalen Smith has been a big contributor to that factor. But to be honest with you, he also just went out with the course of the last 2 games. But in this game, he played well with 13 and 11. And Dosunmu has been in a lot of trade rumors because he's a very good player, but he ended up scoring 19, 4, and 4 of this game. Pascal Siakam led them in scoring on the Pacers side of things, and J Huff got more playing minutes. Love J Huff, great guy. Seems like a great guy at least. But Nembhard did more of the distributing, 18, 6, and 9. And yeah, this Pacers team is, I think worst in the NBA record wise. No, sorry, I think that's the Pelicans. But this team they're very, very, very bad. They missed Tyrese Halliburton and the experience of last year, but really, their players have, despite the record, their players have stepped up, and they've been in some pretty close games. So this was a good win for the Bulls overall. Next, the Cavaliers beat the Lakers 129-99. This was spoiling LeBron James's return, homecoming, bid for where he wants to play next year. Donovan Mitchell scored 25 points. Jalen Tyson had 20. This was, again, despite the fact that Garland wasn't playing, and neither is Mobley for the next few weeks. Garland should be back in the rotation pretty soon. LUKA had 29, 5 and 6. Next up player who scored points-wise was LeBron James, 11. 3 of 10. Was a really bad LeBron game. You saw the age a little bit. And spoiler alert, and then his next game, and we'll discuss, he did a lot better. And then Gabe Vincent was the other secondary scorer with 11 points. So it just didn't look nice. And LUKA seemed to go down with an injury, tripping off the court. There's a big clip going around of LUKA being very, very upset about the Cavaliers' slightly raised court that it seemed like it really hurt his ankle, and it also injured Drew Smith, who's placed for the Miami Heat, I want to say 2 seasons ago, for the rest of the season. It's interesting. It's an interesting question. Does it pose a threat to players regularly? There's a lot of different questions and answers there. I'm sure that we'll see it be brought up at some point. But the Cavs, led by Donovan Mitchell, like I said, 25 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, a steal, 9 of 21. Didn't shoot so well, but Jalen Tyson did with 26 and 6, 1 steal, 8 of 15 shooting. He's stepped up a lot as a second-year player. He's really impressed me a lot. And Jarrett Allen played pretty good minutes for them as well, 17, 9, and 2. They're kind of finding a good medium these days. DeAndre Hunter had 19 points. This Cavs team is coming alive a little bit. They've had a lot of injuries recently, obviously. Hopefully that kind of, is getting better. Tomlin had a crazy dunk that looked kind of like LeBron James, honestly. This was pretty cool. And Max Strus, I don't know when he's coming back, but this team, I feel like when they're at full strength and they're able to get healthy, this Cavs team can be a really good team, in my opinion. I don't think they're winning any playoff series, like meaningful playoff series anytime soon. I think this team is still kind of weird chemistry-wise, but I hope that they do. I'd love to see good basketball, so I would hope that would be the case. Next, the Hawks beat the Celtics 117-106. On the Hawks side, Nickeil Alexander-Walker had 21 points, continuing his really great season. Jalen Johnson put up another good game with 19, 14, and 7. Unfortunately, 6 of 12 shooting. 6 of 16 shooting. But he's starting to pick it up a little bit more here. Okongwu got a really gnarly injury, but put up 17 points, 6 and 3. Dyson Daniels put up another good game of 15, 6, 9, 5, and 1 with 1 turnover, 7 11 shooting. He's been trending upwards over the past few games. CJ McCollum had 13 points. So this game was it's pretty straightforward. The Hawks are looking better. That's the truth. Especially with CJ McCollum coming off the bench. Throughout, they kept the pressure pretty good. The Hawks went up in the first quarter, 38-18, and they were kind of able to maintain the scoring. The Celtics kind of scored a few more points second quarter, but they kept on it and they won. Jaylen Brown had a 21-point game, 9 of 20 shooting, and that's 4, 6, 7. They had 7 players in double digits. That's really cool. That means also, by the way, a lot of their bench players played significantly more minutes as the game was coming to a close. They saw that there was like a higher deficit, but cool, 7 players in double digits. Next, the Knicks beat the Raptors. This one was an impressive game for this Raptors team. For the Knicks team. This was an impressive win. They looked like they were playing more cohesively. Mikal Bridges, 30 points, 12 of 15 shooting. OG Anunoby, 26 points, 3, 5, and 6 with 2 blocks. Josh Hart, 22 points, 5, 6, and 2 steals. Jalen Brunson, 13 points, 5 of 13 shooting. So he wasn't, you could see it as you're watching it, but also in general, not the focal point. Towns, 3 of 11 shooting, but he put up 22 boards. This Raptors team they need their size back. They need Pirtle to come back to the lineup. They shot 50% against this Raptors team. The Knicks are not necessarily known for shooting exclusively threes. In this game, they shot a lot of threes, but they're able to get a lot of stuff at mid-range at the rim because, again, the Raptors have really great defenders, but they need size. So, like I said, the Knicks shot 50%. The Raptors shot 38%. And the Knicks shot 36% from 3. The Raptors shot 26% from 3 because the Raptors also, again, need more shooting. Tyler Kolek off the bench, also by the way, had 10 assists. Awesome game from him. On 2 of 4 shooting, 5 points. So they got really good contributions from like a lot of their bench as well. It's really, really nice to see. For Brandon Ingram, he had 27, 6, 2, and 3 steals, 10 of 16 shooting. Scotty Barnes, he's gotten a lot of love recently, as far as all-star conversation, but also defensive player of the year conversation, which I think that he really well deserves. He's been really, really awesome this year for them. He's so freakishly strong, and he's just so crazy athletic and really understands the game of basketball really well. 17, 10, and 5 for him, 6 of 13 shooting, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. RJ Barrett also really, really helps contribute to winning basketball when he's on the floor for them. Again, not in this game, but in general. Yeah, that's kind of it for them. Colin Murray-Boyles is back from injury. And Mama went back to the bench, and they're the Raptors, the Raptors. For the Knicks fans, this should be an exciting one for you. This is like a really good win. Magic 133 to the Heat's 124. Paolo Banchero scores 31, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 turnover, 11 of 23 shooting. But I like to see the aggressiveness and I like to see him converting at least more of the shots. Like it's not a terrible percentage overall. Didn't shoot as many 3-pointers, which is a good thing. 8 of 10 from the line. Anthony Black put up a really good game as well. Again, 26, 7, 5, and 4 steals with 2 blocks. 11 of 19 shooting, 4 of 7 from 3-point range. Man, this guy has really, really brought it on this year. Really, really improved. Desmond Bane, 23 points, 1 and 5 assists. Jalen Suggs, 16 points, 5 and 4, 6 of 15 shooting. Really, really good looks for them, honestly, overall. Norman Powell put up 22 points, 8 of 17 shooting. Bam Adebayo, 21, 12, and 7 with 2 steals, 7 of 14. Again, he's also on the uptick. This is really it's nice to see Bam playing better. Andrew Wiggins, 16 and 5. Simone Fontecchio put up a 23-point game, 6 of 9 shooting from 3-point range. And Kel'el Ware played 7 minutes. Look at that. Back from injury, Kel'el Ware. Welcome back to the not starting lineup, but the lineup. And yeah, they really, really just, they played well in this game. The Magic did. And it shows you a little bit of what the future could be. Franz coming back to this lineup is going to be more questions than answers probably to start out with, but I look forward to seeing them sort through that. The Hornets. I just watched a game from the Hornets tonight, actually, and they are still rolling, but more on that tomorrow. Hornets 112 beat the Grizzlies 97. Brandon Miller scored 26 points. Moussa Diabate had 18 and 19 rebounds. 18 points and 19 rebounds. The Moose. He's killing it. And the Charlotte Hornets topped their victory total from all of last season. It's really, really crazy. They beat the Memphis Grizzlies. So let's jump into the stats really quick. Brandon Miller, like I said, 26 points, 9 of 17 shooting. Miles Bridges put up another 20-point game. He's been really kind of an unspoken winning player for this team in this last little bit. He's been like putting up good stats and like helping really helping. Moussa Diabate, like I said, 18-9, 2-2 with a block, 8 of 9 shooting, 1 of 1 from 3. He hit a 3-pointer. After last game, he hit the 3-pointer and said it was a 2. So he had to, get them back for that. And LaMelo, that one, Ball, 16-4, 6 of 14 shooting, 4 of 9 from 3. He's just trying to contribute to winning basketball, honestly. That's why you see him in the box score less. You see him making less stupid plays out there, which enables the team to make more important plays successfully. Con Knipple, 4 of 8 shooting, 10 points, 1 rebound, and 6 assists. He's also, again, they targeted him. The Grizzlies tried to target him to not let him be shooting so much. And to be honest with you, he did the right thing, and he stepped off the ball more. He made more passes, and he enabled his team to succeed without him having to score. He used his gravity. It's like a classic Steph Curry thing. I'm not saying he's Steph Curry, to be clear. I know everyone is like, oh, he is, but he isn't, blah, blah, blah. That's not the point. The point is that he uses his gravity really well as a rookie. I'm really impressed by him so far. Jaren Jackson Jr. had a really good game, 26, 10 of 20 shooting, 4, 4, and 2. Colin Cowherd, 17, 2 and 5. But yeah, this Grizzlies team is really, unfortunately, injury depleted. Ja is out, I think, for the next 2 weeks, and they really need all the help they can get. And I like them when they're healthy, and when they're not, it looks rough out there. The Wolves, 118 to the Mavs, 105. Julius Randle put up 31 points. Timberwolves also, again, are shorthanded, and they beat this Mavericks team. Anthony Edwards has 20 points, 6, 6, and 3, 6 of 17 shooting. Julius Randle, by the way, was 12 of 21 shooting. Jaden McDaniels, 8 points. Dante Vincenzo, also 8 points. Naz Reid off the bench, though, put up a 23, 8, 3, and 3 with a block, so very nice for him. PJ Washington on the other side of the ball put up 21 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. I really like PJ Washington in the minutes where everybody else is off the court, meaning so many other people are injured. The ball with him still looks pretty good. He's really able to contribute. He did not look like this in Washington. He looked like this more so when he came to play next to LUKA. And then last season when LUKA was traded and everybody else was injured, he looked like he was doing a lot of like the star style scoring and stuff like that. And he's continuing to really elevate his game. I'm very impressed by him, even defensively. He's doing great. He's doing great at 3 and D and creating his own shots so far. Najee Marshall, 18, 6 and 1, 7 of 14 shooting. Daniel Gafford played some, 21 minutes for him, 14.6 rebounds. I think he might get traded soon. That's my, if I had to give you my 2 cents. Off the bench, Brandon Williams, 17, 5 and 3, 4 of 10 shooting. Jaden Hardy also contributed 11 points, but ultimately just wasn't. They don't have firepower on this bench when everybody else is injured. Like Flagg was out. Like I said, Anthony Davis is out. Cisse is even out. Klay Thompson's out. No Russell. Lively's out for the season. When you do this, it's not gonna yield good scores for you. Anyways, Warriors 140 versus the Jazz. I know people are gonna be upset at me at this. I know that the Jazz lost by a lot of points in this game. I understand that. But if you want to watch the Jazz on offense and understand why my argument is that the Jazz are better than people think that they are, go watch this game. It was so natural. Watching them score on offense, there's a point at which I understand like their scoring ticked down. The Warriors were just kind of also on fire. Like everybody on their bench was also on fire. They're playing really good basketball. But the Jazz, I don't know. I like it. I like that they're young. Lauri Markkanen is like flying all over the place. I still can't believe that he's like, people would look at his stats and think that he's similar to Dirk. And then they would watch the game and be like, what am I looking at? Like, he's a 7-footer who's so fluid somehow, yet so stiff. But it's, I don't know. I'm very, very impressed by Lauri Markkanen. And I understand again that they lost this game. He scored 18 points on 33 minutes, 6 of 14 shooting. It's not great, but still, like, I'm very impressed by it. Steph, 27 points from Steph, 4 of 10 shooting. From 3, 7 of 14 from the floor. Moses Moody had 26 points. Podziemski put up an 11, 8, and 7 steal and a block, 2 of 6 shooting still. Yikes. Al Horford, 9, 5, and 8. Guy Santos off the bench, 16 points. Will Richard, 13 points. Buddy Hield, 13 points. D'Anthony Melton, 12 points. Quentin Post, 10 points. What is that? That's 3, 8. I think also 8 players with double digits, and Al Horford was close with 9. So very cool from the Warriors. A lot of team basketball going on. Like I said, with the Jazz, Ace Bailey, 19.7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Keontae George also had 19, 7, and 7 with 2 steals. Larry Markkanen had 18 points. Nurkic, 11, 5, and 5. Sensabaugh had 22. And then Collier and Filipowski both added in with 12. And then last game of the night for Wednesday, the Spurs beat the Rockets. Wemby had 28.16 rebounds and 5 blocks to help the Spurs come back against the Rockets. Wemby's just nuts. He's so nuts. When he turns it on, he really turns it on. He's an awesome player. 8 of 15 shooting. Like I said, 5 blocks, 2 steals, and 3 assists to add to that total. De'Aaron Fox, 18, 5, and 8. Stephon Castle, 16, 5, and 6 with 2 steals. They've kind of removed the primary ball handler role away from him, which is interesting. More times than not, he doesn't have the ball in his hands when he's on the court these days. I liked his attacking ability. I thought it was really good. It also helped them win basketball games. Apparently, they're trying to look for something else to win basketball games, which I understand. They're trying to work in other methods, and I can't blame them because Wemby's on the court. You gotta prioritize that. This is the start of, and you'll see in this video, Dillon Harper contributing more on the basketball court after everybody was saying, is Con Knipple kind of better than Dillon Harper? 16, 4, and 3 on 8 of 11 shooting. 2 turnovers and a block, but I want you to take note while I'm talking about Dillon Harper in this video. He's really progressed. It's really awesome to see. He was better than what people were talking about him before he started having these performances, but he's just kind of showing people, look, I am worthy of being the number 2 pick. I should have been the number 2 pick, but he's been awesome so far. Amen Thompson, despite, again, the shooting averages and things like that. That's the point that I'm making, that he was making as well. Amen Thompson, 25, 7, 4, and 4 with the block. Kevin Durant, 24 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists. Şengün, 18, 10, and 7 with 2 steals, 7 of 20 shooting for him. And Eason, 10, 6, and 3 steals with a block, 4 of 10 shooting, 2 of 3 from 3-point range. They got to pay this man in the offseason. Jabari Smith Jr., whenever he's playing, Tari Eason is playing, whenever Tari Eason, wow, is playing, he's playing winning basketball. He makes really good basketball plays. 10, 6, like I said, he's just playing winning basketball. He does all the stuff that it's the dirty work people don't want to do. He does it. Jabari Smith Jr., 8, 7, and 2 with a steal. Reed Shepherd with 9 points, 5 rebounds, 4 of 12 shooting. So Steven Adams went out this season. I believe it was reported earlier that day. They're going to need to make some moves, I think, at the deadline. I think Dorian Finney-Smith, he played 19 minutes in this game. 2 rebounds, 0 of 2 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3-point range, which was the same. It was the same 2 shots. And it was just defensive rebounds. I think he's the one who's going to be moved. His contract makes sense to be moved, and he's, done enough in other seasons to be reliable as a 3-and-D shooter. I think other teams are going to be trying to vie for that option of adding him to their team. That is it for Wednesday night. We go to Thursday night. Recapping, Wizards beat the Bucks 109-99. Keyshawn George, and Alex Sarr helped Wizards outlast the Bucks, playing without Giannis. The Bucks were playing without Giannis. Keyshawn George had 23. Alex Sarr had 16 and 17 rebounds. Awesome from him. Honestly, he's playing really, really great. 2 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Also to add to that, to his stat line of 6 of 13 shooting. Chris Middleton also contributed with 13 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Koulibaly, 8 and 10. He's back also from injury. 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Trey Johnson kind of went out some way into this game. His last few games have been really, really awesome for them. I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing from Trey Johnson, and he's like not even on anybody's mind as far as anything to do with Rookie of the Year or of the Month or anything. He's playing really, really well. And I love to see that they're also giving him a lot of opportunity. Bob Carrington, 13 points. Julian Champagnie, 12 points. Bucks. No one really wants to hear this Bucks story, but it is what it is. Even Bucks fans don't really want to hear this anymore. Miles Turner, 21, 14, and 6 blocks, 8 of 16 shooting. So that's very, very cool for Miles Turner. Bobby Portis, 19 and 7. Kyle Kuzma, 19, 9, and 6. Ryan Rollins, 17, 3, and 8 with 4 steals, 7 of 13 shooting. He's been really, really awesome this year. He really should be in Most Improved Player. He shouldn't win it, but he should be in Most Improved Player conversations for sure. Really, really for sure, because I don't think anybody expected this from him. That's kind of it from this Bucks team. Everybody's injured for them, and everybody's not playing. Like, it's crazy to see this injury report of Thanasis, Alex, and Giannis are all Antetokounmpo is all of them, all injured, not playing. And also Kevin Porter Jr. is not playing. That being said, the Wizards also had some injuries. It is what it is. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, moving on. Sixers 113 versus the Kings 111. Tyrese Maxey put up another 40-point game. He's awesome. 4 and 8 assists. Joel Embiid put up a 37, 5 and 8 with 1 steal, 1 block, 13 of 21, 36 minutes. Tyrese Maxey, by the way, played 41 minutes. Paul George had 15 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. So his play has been going up. Unfortunately, today is Saturday. It was announced that he is out for 25 games for violating the NBA drug policy. I don't know what that's about, but it is what it is. He's out for 25 games now. So, man, it was annoying when we were just getting a good Paul George rhythm going. That was it basically on the Sixers side. And Maxey also, by the way, scored the game-winning layup with 1.3 seconds remaining. It was a very close game. Schroeder had 27 points. Westbrook was out in this game, so he took lead, 4 and 2. DeRozan had 25, 4 and 8. Sabonis, 14, 7 and 3. Achua, 18, 13 and 3. And then off the bench, Zach LaVine had 17 points, 5 of 16 shooting. Keanu, I think that these are all, by the way, these are guys who they're showing off to see, if they can have different people, get traded and things like that. And Maxime Reynau had 19 minutes, but provided 8 points and 7 rebounds on 3 of 4 shooting. So very cool from him, with a steal. Okay, now moving on. Rockets beat the Hawks 104-86. Kevin Durant scored 31 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Jabari Smith Jr., 14 points. Josh Okogie had a 10 and 10. Şengün, 9 and 13 on 3 of 14 shooting. I'm very confused with this player. I recently traded Şengün off my fantasy team because I just can't deal with his up and down. Him and Thompson are similar. They're both Swiss Army knives in terms of how they play for what's needed of them and how they play for this team. Whatever is needed on any given night, that's what they try to provide, which is awesome. I really like it. It helps playing winning basketball. But in terms of consistency of what you can expect from them vis-a-vis what you need in fantasy is not helpful. Nickeil Alexander-Walker again had 20 points. Right. That's what happened. Okongwu didn't play because of last game because he had the injury, which I read from the previous night, and Jalen Johnson also didn't play. Corey Kispert put up 17 points. McCollum off the bench had 23, 5 and 2. But this game wasn't particularly close. Next, the Heat played the Bulls. The Heat won this game. Norman Powell put up 21 points. And Bam put up another 20 points and 12 rebounds. He's, again, like I said, the uptick. I'm excited to see Bam playing better this season. Hami Hawkins off the bench, 19, 10, and 6 with 3 steals. I love it. And Kel'el Ware, again, got a little bit more shine, got 12 minutes. 12, 4, 2, and 2. I'm really interested to see what happens with him. I wonder if he gets traded. I really do. On the Bulls side, Dosunmu, like I said, is playing much better. Off the bench, he had 23, 7, and 5, 8 of 16 shooting, 1 of 4 from three-point range, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Kevin Huerter, 15, 10, and 3 with a steal and 2 blocks. So, fun. Very fun for them. Nice for the Bulls to get a competitive game in there. But the Heat pretty handedly won this game. Despite the 3-point difference, obviously. Just because I think the Bulls are very much, they're just an offensively focused team. So they can really compete there. I want to save that game until last. Nuggets beat the Nets 107-103. And guess what? This is the last time I'm going to have to talk to you guys, hopefully, this season about Jokic being out. Jamal Murray, 27 points, 4 and 6 with 2 steals, 9 of 16 shooting. Peyton Watson put up another 19-point game, which is awesome for Peyton Watson because he's going to get paid. Tim Hardaway Jr. had 25, 8 and 3. Bruce Brown had 12, 3 and 3. On the other side of the ball, for the Nets, 38 points, 10 rebounds in a revenge game for Michael Porter Jr. despite the loss. 7 of 15 shooting from the 3-point line. Terrence Mann, 12 and 6 points. Nicholas Claxton, or Nick Claxton, however you want to pronounce it, 10, 8, and 7. He's been really fun to watch this year. Very unorthodox style of play from a center these days. And that was kind of it from this Nets team. The Pistons versus the Suns. Suns beat them 114-96. There's been a thing that I said earlier in this season that I want everyone to pay attention to because I'm very proud of myself for this. Dillon Brooks, I know no one wants to hear it. He's an all-star. He is an all-star. For this Suns team, he has been the culture setter and backed it up statistically. He's shooting very solid percentages for Dillon Brooks, and also in general, he deserves to be an all-star on a good seed in the West. I'm proud of you, Dillon Brooks. I'm very proud of you. I didn't think you had this in you. But you beat the Pistons. Very impressive. 40 points for Dillon Brooks, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists on 13 of 22 shooting, 4 of 7 from 3, 10 of 12 from the free throw line. Dillon Brooks, Congrats, man. Congrats. You're awesome. Grayson Allen on 5 of 14 shooting, 24 points. Colin Gillespie, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Royce O'Neal, 10 points. No Devin Booker. We'll see how much longer he's out for. And no Jalen Green. He got injured again. I think the hamstring flared up again. Cade Cunningham, 26, 3 and 7. They had everybody in this game. They had everybody in this game. Jalen Duren had 23, 13 and 4. Tobias Harris had a 13, 5 and 1. Yeah, overall, they just couldn't hit shots because the Suns team really played very solid defense, and it really is all started by Dillon Brooks. I give him all the credit in the world, and he's played, I think he's played, aside from the first few that he missed in the beginning of the season, he's played almost all the games, and he's really, really contributed to this winning culture that they have now. And it's really awesome because I don't think anybody expected this from the Suns. Really, really cool, especially from Dillon Brooks. And second to last game of the night, the Wolves beat the Thunder. I don't want to talk about it, but I have to talk about it. Anthony Edwards had 26, 9 of 17 shooting, 5 and 5, 2 steals and a block, 3 turnovers. Again, the Thunder did not have Mitchell, and they didn't have J-Dub. It's just not, I don't like watching it. I don't like watching this team lose. I don't like watching the Thunder. I'm a big Thunder fan. It's painful for me. SGA had 36 and 8. Chet Holmgren had 15, 5 and 2. Again, I'm going to say it. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to need more from Chet. I'm going to need him really to step up in these situations. I understand he played against physical guys, Chet, that put some weight on. I need more from you. I need more from you, even as the potential defensive player of the year. I'm just going to need more. Aaron Wiggins, 10 points. Kason Wallace off the bench with 13. Isaiah Hartenstein, 11. So he's back, which is very nice to see for them. Like I said, Anthony Edwards, 26 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals and a block, 9 of 17 shooting, 4 of 10 from 3, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Jaden McDaniels put up a good game as compared to the previous night's game, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Rudy Gobert came back with 14, 11, 3, and no blocks. That's surprising. Surprising Rudy Gobert. Julius Randle contributed 13 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, 1 block. Dante DiVincenzo putting up 11 points, and off the bench again, Naz Reid has been a flamethrower. That's hard for me to say for some reason. 18 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 of 10 shooting. So now we make our way to the game that I wanted to wait to talk about, which I think was the best game of Thursday night basketball. The Mavericks played against the Hornets. Con Knippel made 2 free throws with 4.1 seconds left to get his career high of 34 points and put the Hornets up against the Mavericks 123 to 121. This Duke roommate rivalry going on is beautiful. Con Knippel, like I said, had 34 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 10 of 16 shooting, 8 of 12 from 3, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Brandon Miller put up 23 points, 7 of 13 shooting. LaMelo Ball put up 22, 3 and 9, 8 of 17 shooting. Miles Bridges again, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Moussa Diabate had 10, 5 and 3, 5 of 9 shooting. Colin Sexton put up 8 points. Those were important 8 points, although he's 3 of 10, but throughout the game, the things that he did score were like very needed. Cooper Flagg, 49, 10 and 3, 10 of 29 shooting. 20 of 29 shooting. Okay. 3 of 5. He was playing basically point guard this whole game. The 3 assists don't sound impressive. Because he was awesome. Cooper Flagg was awesome in this game. So was Con Knippel. It was so much fun watching them go back and forth. 49 points, 10 rebounds and 3 assists. He's a rookie. These guys are rookies. They shouldn't be doing this. They have such a natural flow to their game. They really understand everything that's happening in basketball. It's really impressive. PJ Washington, 14.6 of 19 shooting, didn't have a great game as compared to last game. And Max Christie, 13.6 of 15 shooting. Klay Thompson off the bench. He's come alive in the last few games for them, 4 of 11 from 3-point range. And Brandon Williams, again, 15 and 6 of 10 shooting. This game was fun to the last second. It was so much fun to the last second, and it wouldn't show up in the box score, but Zion James was playing incredible defense, and he was also, by the way, one of their teammates, Khan and Cooper. This team is awesome. These 2 teams are awesome. These 2 players are awesome. I don't know if the 2 teams are awesome. The Hornets are on a crazy streak. And tomorrow, again, like I said, we're going to talk about how they're continue to be on this streak, and they're playing winning basketball. I'm really, really impressed to see this, and I love to see it. It's so much fun to me. And just keep up the good work. Like, this is such a fun Rookie of the Year race. As you can see, even from their stat lines, like, it seems like they do the same things. They don't do the same things at all, and they're both shining so brightly in the different things that they do. Really, really so much fun to see, and it's almost always so much fun to see when there's good competition going on, and their competition remains because of how dominant they both have been and are. It's really, really awesome. Okay, next, another 9 games, because why not? I have the time. Okay, Friday night. Lakers beat the Wizards 142-11. Doncic, wow, Luka Doncic had, remember I said that he was injured? Turns out he's fine. He's doing better than ever. 37, 11, and 13 with 3 steals, 13 of 21 shooting against this Wizards team. Like I said, it's not, not the most impressive, but it's very, very cool. DeAndre Ayton chipped in with 28, 13, 3 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks. He was really all over the place this game. 12 of 14 shooting, much better percentage. LeBron James, 23 and 6, 8 of 16 shooting. He had a left-handed lob, which was really cool to see. Rui Hachimura off the bench again, also back from injury, 11 points. Jackson Hayes, 10 points. Nice overall game from the Lakers. They really dominated this Wizards team. For the Wizards, didn't play a lot of players this game, actually, because also Trey Johnson is out. Alex Sarr, 16, 5, 2 steals, no blocks. After, I think it was 6 blocks last game, no blocks. Keyshawn George, 15, 3, 6, 1, and 2 blocks, 5 of 12 shooting, 2 of 7 from 3-point range. Bob Carrington, 15, 3, and 6 with 2 steals. Julian Champagnie, 9 points. Off the bench, Malachi Branham, 17 points. Will Riley contributed 13 points. Not much really to care about on the Wizards side. This Lakers team really, really destroyed the Wizards, but it was a fun game to watch after the Lakers lost so badly to the Cavs. Next, the Pelicans beat the Grizzlies 114-106. Sadiq Bey has been playing out of his friggin' mind. It's so much fun to watch. Sadiq Bey, 22, 8, and 2 with 3 steals, 9 of 19 shooting, 2 of 7 from 3-point range. Derek Queen had another great Derek Queen game, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Zion Williamson, 21, 7, and 4. Herb Jones, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals, 7 of 9 shooting, 1 of 3. Very nice to see him back playing really solid basketball. And Jose Alvarado had 11 points. On the Grizzlies side, Jaren Jackson Jr., 16 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 steals, and 2 blocks. He's doing all he can out there on the defensive end. Cam Spencer, 16, 1, and 3 assists. Cedric Coward, almost said Colin Coward again, 13, 5, and 5, 5 of 12 shooting. Jacques Landale had 12 and 8. And then another 3 players were in double digits with Jalen Wells at 10, Vince Williams Jr. had 13, and Kentavious Caldwell had 11, 4 of 5 shooting. Nice from him. Back to his old form. I'm just kidding. Because he was 0 of 1 from 3. This Pelicans team is a lot of fun to watch when Sadiq Bey has it going, for sure, and he's really been killing the last few games. He's been averaging over 20 points in the last 4 games. Since he's gotten back from injury, he's really been lights out. And Derek Queen, when he's on and they give him the ball, he's doing fun stuff. It's a lot of fun to watch, and I really like it a lot. Next, the Knicks beat the Blazers, which was, again, much needed from them. Jalen Brunson back in his regular form, 8 of 20 shooting, but 26 points, 1, 3, and 2 steals. OG Anunoby had 24 points, 10 of 16 shooting. Josh Hart, 20. Karl Anthony Towns put up another 14 and 20 game. He keeps getting 20 rebounds. It's awesome. This is how he's contributing. This is how he needs to contribute. It's really great. 5 of 12 shooting. Just keep rebounding until you can shoot better, And then another three players in double digits, like I said. Mikal Bridges had 10. Tyler Kolek had 13. And Diawara brings another 10 points. Very nice for him. Shaedon Sharpe led the Blazers with 26 points. Denny Avdia played 29 minutes, but he had 11, 5, and 3, 4 of 14 shooting. They really had a lot of wings to throw at him. So it was hard for him. 7 and 6 rebounds for Klingon. Again, also a lot of size, like I said, with Karl Anthony Towns. But off the bench, Sidy Cissoko, who again is a two-way player. I don't know how many more games he has, but not so many. 15 points. Jeremy Grant, 15 points. Caleb Love with also 12 off the bench, 5 of 15 shooting. This was a must-needed Knicks win and a very good Knicks win. So I'm happy for them. And they played really well together, which is nice to see against a team that usually does pretty good defensively. Pritchard scored 29 in the Celtics rout of the Kings. Zach LaVine, starting lineup, 17 points. Maxey right now also in the starting lineup, put up 14 and 14 with a block and an assist, 6 of 7 shooting in 36 minutes. DeRozan, 6 points. Dennis Schroeder, 4 points. Precious Achiuwa, 2 points. These are all, by the way, starters. Off the bench, Nick Clifford had 15. Malik Monk on a 3 of 14 shooting, 23 minutes, put up 12 points. And Dylan Cardwell, my new favorite guy in the NBA, 8 and 8 with 2 blocks and a steal and an assist in 28 minutes. I just love this guy. He just brings all the energy that you need. Unfortunately for them, the Celtics absolutely blew the door off its hinges. Peyton Pritchard, 29 points, like I said, with 2 rebounds and 8 assists, 12 of 16 shooting, 5 of 6 from the field. It's awesome. Baylor Shireman as a starter, 16 points, 4 of 7 from 3. Sam Hauser, 2 of 8 from 3, but 10 points. Neemias Queta had 10, 15, 2, 3 steals and a block, 4 of 11 shooting, but all in 29 minutes. And Derek White had 7 points, which is rough. Anthony Simons, 16 points, 6 of 16 shooting, 2 of 10 from 3. So that's pretty rough, but at least he scored 16 points, I guess, and they won, so who's too upset about it? LUKA Garza had 11 points with 8 rebounds, so nice for the Celtics. Some rough shooting nights, but they won nonetheless. The Magic beat the Raptors 130-120. Desmond Bane led the Magic back from being down in the fourth quarter. Desmond Bane had 32 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Anthony Black put up another 25-point game with 6 assists, another block, 5 of 11. He's a guard forward kind of thing, but he keeps averaging a block. It's really awesome. I love it. It's great for my fantasy team also. Wendell Carter Jr., 23, 7, and 3. Paolo Banchero, 29 and 6 on 5 of 11 shooting, 41 minutes for him. Jalen Suggs had 14, 6, and 10, 5 of 14 shooting. On the other side of the ball, the Raptors. Brent Ingram put together a 35-point game, 13 of 23 shooting. Scotty Barnes, 19, 8, and 6 with 4 blocks. This guy he's a block machine. He's a block party. He really has become a very, very important player in this league. Like, I think he's top 20 for sure. Maybe really top 15. Like, he should be an all-star. He should be an all-star, all-NBA. Yeah, probably because of his two-way play. He probably should be in all-NBA conversations for sure. In my opinion. That's my take. I don't think it's such a crazy hot take, but I do think that's that way. Raptors had 6 players in double digits. RJ Barrett had 16 points. Emmanuel Quickley, 13 points. Colin Murray Boyles, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 1 block. He's all over the place when he's able to play. 5 of 7 shooting. He's their starting center for now because they just don't have, Mamu is coming off the bench. And Jacoby Walter, 13 points, 5 of 6 shooting in 16 minutes. Really like Jacoby Walters also. He's a very underrated player that people are not talking about. I think it's his second year. Next, the Suns sweep back-to-backs because Dillon Brooks is a madman. Dillon Brooks he's had 27 points, 9 of 14 shooting, 2 of 4 from 3, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. He's just awesome. Dillon Brooks is awesome. Donovan Mitchell, 16 points, 3 and 6. Jalen Tyson, 16 points. Jarrett Allen, 12 and 7. Off the bench, DeAndre Hunter had 17 points. And Tomlin, again, putting together another nice game for them, 14, 5, 1, and 2. On the Suns side, Gillespie had 16 points, 5 assists. Grayson Allen, 13, 5, and 5 with 1 steal. They're doing a lot of sharing on this team of the ball, which is nice to see. Goodwin off the bench had 17 points also. What's up with the guys having 17 off the bench? It's like in the last 3 nights that I'm talking about, I feel like the guy always has 17 off the bench. And Jalen Green came back from that injury. I think he's out again now, within that day. 11 points for him, 4 of 9 shooting, but he's having a lot of trouble with his hamstrings. Dillon Brooks is an all-star. I'm going to say it until it happens. Dillon Brooks is an all-star, and he needs to be recognized. I know that nobody wants to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it. Jokic is back. Nikola Jokic is back. He put up 31, 12, and 5 with 3 steals, 8 of 11 shooting, 2 of 3 from 3, 3 of 17 from the free throw line. That's going to tick up for sure. And his return win against this Clippers team, 122-109. Peyton Watson put up a 21-point game. Jamal Murray still put up 20 and 9, 7 of 10 shooting, 4 of 5 from 3. Tim Hardaway Jr. off the bench put up 22 points, 6 of 9, and 5 of 7 from the 3-point range. Jonas Valanciunas also is now back in the lineup. Not starting lineup, but lineup in general, with 11 points. James Harden put up 25, 5, and 9. Kawhi Leonard, 21, 3, and 6. Both of them hit 8 shots. Harden, 17 of 17 shooting. Kawhi Leonard of 18 shooting. And again, James Harden shot considerably more 3-pointers, which makes sense. That's a James Harden type of thing. John Collins, 8, 6, 4, 1, and 1. Zubats, 13, and 7. He's been up and down as far as his production. And yeah, Nothing else from this game, but very fun. This is the series last year that like had everybody like crazy in the playoffs. I think by the time the playoffs come around, it's very possible that both of these teams hit their playoff form, and it does look the same way if they're able to compete against each other again. And I would really love it to happen because it was a lot. It was so much fun. It was so much fun to watch. I really would love to see that happen. Next, the Nets beat the Jazz 109-99. Yegor Demon set the rookie record with 3-pointers. He hit 6 of 12 3-pointers. he's so good. This rookie class is insane. They're just insane. Yegor Demon, like I said, 25 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 of 16 shooting, but 6 of 12 from 3-point range. Denny Wolf, 14 points. Cam Thomas off the bench with 21 points for this Nets team. And Day'Ron Sharpe, he's a very underrated center that I would not be surprised if people traded for. 16 and 9 in 18 minutes. Awesome for him. On the other side of the ball for the Jazz, Keontae George, 26, 3 and 7, 9 of 11 shooting. Kyle Filipowski put up a 14 and 12. Ace Bailey put up a 12-point game off the bench. Bryce Sensabaugh had 18 points. Isaiah Collier had 10 and 7 for them. No Nurkic, Markkanen, Love. So those are all of their starting centers at this moment in time. And last game of the night, if I'm not wrong, I don't think I'm wrong. Last game of the night and last game of our recap of recaps. The Pistons beat the Warriors. Cade Cunningham put up a 29, 4 and 11. And they jumped up to a really big early lead. The Pistons in the first quarter had 45 points. The second quarter, they scored 32 points compared to the Warriors. First quarter had 37, second quarter had 27. And from there, they kind of kept pace, but it was too far out of their reach, even though it's only I know in the box score you're going to tell me it's a 7-point game. I know, but still it was too far ahead of them. Jalen Duren had another 21 and 13. I think that's what he scored the night prior, 7 of 14 shooting. Tobias Harris, 15, 8, 3 and 2. Duncan Robinson, 15 points, 5 of 10 from the 3-point range. 14 points, 4, 2 blocks also for Isaiah Stewart. And Dennis Jenkins had 12, 2 and 4. 17 minutes. Just keep in mind to keep pace with Ivy, who also had 17 minutes. So I'm really interested to see what they do with Ivy at the trade deadline. Steph Curry had 23. Draymond had 15, 6 and 7. Al Horford had 13, 7. This team is really distributing the ball more around. They're playing a lot more team basketball now. Podziemski had 11. Moody had also 11. Podziemski had 11, 8 and 8 on 1 of 8 shooting. I don't get it with the Warriors. D'Anthony Melton had 18 points, 7 of 13. I guess maybe they don't really have like a suitor for him. D'Anthony Melton had 18 points, 5 and 3, 2 steals. Guy Santos put up another 16-point game with 2 steals. Buddy Hield another 10 points. So that's kind of rounding it out for them. That was your daily basketball recap for the last 3 days of basketball that we were not able to recap, and it's on a Saturday night. So that's pretty cool. I want to wish you all a great rest of your weekend. You will see us hopefully tomorrow morning. Starting again tomorrow morning, everything will go back to some sort of normalcy. And yeah, I hope you missed us. We missed you. And see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.